Welcome to another exciting episode of the $1 Million Peddlers. I'm Paper Guy.
And I'm Mr. Magazine.
A hump day happy hour salute. And before I tell you what we had tonight, what did you think of it, Mr. Magazine?
I'm still shaking in my boots.
We had, and the people that watched my Whatnot auction yesterday, you know what we had. We had Elijah Craig barrel proof, 120 proof, 120.8 proof.
If we did another one, I'd be in trouble.
I said we're going to have a loopy fun show today.
Yep.
No, we're only doing one, though. Only doing one. We're not doing that on an all-night drinking show. That would not be good.
Yeah.
Want to give a shout-out to a good friend of the channel, Primetime Treasure Hunter. His live show is after ours. Check him out today. It's taking a break. I guess he's out on vacation, and he's talking about how you can take a break from reselling. And I probably need to watch that at some point.
Me too.
I think I need to watch that at some point.
Because even when I'm gone on weekends for my kids' travel tournaments, I still get up at 5 o'clock in the morning checking my emails and trying to keep up with stuff. So it's hard to be away entirely. And that's the worst thing about like a cruise. I went on a cruise one time. I hated it because like with the whole phone thing going on, you really can't speak unless you got the extra service and stuff. So yeah, I couldn't do it, but it's just me. Anywho.
And a lot of people are here, so.
All right, we're going to go with the term super today. So we got Super See the Lights is in effect. How's it going? He's first out the box. Super Michael Sanborn. Super AJ3 Sales, or AJ13 Sales, or AJI3 Sales. I don't know, but I'm going to blame it on Elijah Craig. We got Super Antiquarian Bookman. How's it going? We got Super Lori. Super Michael's back. Super AJ. And Super Amazon Seller also. My Amazon sales are up. Hopefully yours are as well. Super John Jones always, he's in effect early. That's a good thing.
Boy, that shot is knocking you on your butt. Holy mackerel.
Hey, Super Linda's in the house. Super Mr. Hot Wheels. All right, we like Hot Wheels as well. And Super Steven is also in the house as well. How's everyone doing today?
What's the long...
and Super Mr. Magazine is here as well.
There you go.
All right, we're going to go with this right now.
I was on vacation for a week in Boston, put my store on away mode, and didn't see any noticeable difference in sales. Oh, that's nice.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Mr. Magazine took that to me. Yeah, you sold nothing before, nothing after.
eBay's been on sleep mode for me for 5 days right now. I don't know what's going on. Jeez.
Well, that kind of ties right into everybody, so we know how AJ's doing out there. How is everybody else out there doing with sales? And we'll start with you, Mr. Magazine. I think you just kind of let the cat out the bag.
Well, last week I think things were good, at least average. Right now Amazon has been taken over. We're selling over 100 items a day, which is good. Some cheaper stuff, but...
How many items do you have listed, just for reference?
300,000 on Amazon.
Oh,
almost 300,000 on eBay, 100,000 on the website, but who's counting? 50,000 on the DVD site.
Holy crow!
So we got 750,000 items across all platforms, but who's counting? Anyways, so eBay was good last week.
Are you going to have a party when you get to 1 million?
I may retire at that point. Probably not. Anyways, I don't know what happened over the weekend up until now, but eBay just hit a brick wall, and I can't get over a certain dollar amount in sales no matter what we sell. We got some great things up there. I don't know what's going on with eBay. Hopefully it's not just me, because when I feel it's just me, then I kind of get upset and I want to get nervous and start changing things up or raising the sales or so forth. But I don't want to say hopefully it's for everyone, but I'll feel better that it's not just me.
Well, people will let us know in the feed, and that's the beauty of it. Everybody is more than willing to share how their sales are.
All right.
Sales are ticking up slightly,
so
mine are
ticking
far
down.
it's
Mine are ticking
just
down
you.
Slightly, yeah.
People on vacation are doing better than you.
Well,
Michael's doing better than you.
I see.
Linda's doing better than you. Oh boy, this is not looking good for Mr. Magazine. Great one day. Okay, so
mine's been dead the next after the next after the next.
Okay, so right now you're at the bottom of the class.
I don't know, something's going on with me.
Yeah. Wow.
All right. Does anyone want to buy a large online company with a warehouse and 15 employees?
Wow. Good evening. A fellow seller on Paperpalooza there.
All right, here we go. Puddings putrid for you and me. All right.
Okay. You'll take it. You got
somebody
somebody in your corner.
Hey, I'm not just the only one rotting.
So, last week, my sales are the little used super putrid.
Yeah.
I want you to sit down and I want you to run some numbers with me for a moment.
Okay.
I have 20,000 items listed on eBay.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the week, I still had 20,000 items listed on eBay, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I sold 37 items in a week.
That's
five a
half,
day.
Yeah.
That's 5 items a day with 20,000 items listed.
And you take offers.
And I take offers.
No sales right now, but you're taking
I
offers.
haven't
So
run a sale in years.
that's,
But
and
yeah.
that's kind of like I put mine on sale because some of my prices are high, so that's why we do the sale anyways. And then we take the offers. But we have 300,000 and we're selling 70. I don't know what percentage compared to you, but it's
That's
a lot
about the
less.
same,
Is
then.
it
Yeah,
around the
that's
same?
about the
Alright.
same. Yeah, because if I had 200,000, I'd be selling 50 or 300. Yeah, 370, so about 50. Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's about the
We're
same.
close,
Yeah.
so yeah.
But again, the other side is, which we talk about all the time, is if I've got 10 items listed and I sell 1 a week, if I get 20 listed, I don't immediately sell 2 a week. I sell like
Right.
1.3 a week or
Right.
something like that on up. But that last week was super putrid.
And well, another thing too for me is I'm not in desperate mode. Meaning, like, I do get a lot of offers that I could counter, maybe sell some, but I mean, I'm not making any money doing that. So if I got a $20 item, they're offering me 7.
Yeah,
I
you're
could
not
probably
making
I
anything.
could probably say 11 or 12 or 13. They may or may not buy, but even if they do, I'm not making much. So I either delete it or just decline it. So, but sometimes if I'm in desperate mode and say my numbers were at 50, I'm like, I got to be at 70, 80 on eBay sales daily. I might start taking some things or countering some things, but I'm not at that point yet. And we just got to stick it through a few more months and get to Black Friday, and then we're good to go.
Yeah, no, that is definitely true over there. Yeah, you tend to be around. Unfortunately, my numbers are trending down, and I'm just kind of staying around the lower amounts over there.
Yeah.
Good than dead. Good.
Yeah.
See, now today was a really good day. Yesterday was not good. It wasn't bad. It wasn't good. The day before was really good. Let me ask you a question, Mr. Magazine, and everybody else out there.
Yeah.
How are international sales?
I would say mine are steady. I've got a few daily, I think, which is
And
average.
your international sales, are they through eBay USA, international people buying, or are they through that thing that I always forget that we're part of?
Most are through
Web
eBay.
Interpret.
Yeah, most are through eBay, but there has been some web interpret.
I've sold like 4 or 5 items through Web Interpret over the last 2 to 3 days.
Wow, that's
People in
and you've
Europe
only
are
sold
buying
5
things.
a day, and you're selling.
Well, no, that
yeah.
was last week. Was
Okay.
that? So this
Yeah.
week over here, this has been a better week for me. But I'm selling international,
Yeah.
which is kind of crazy because again, the euro and the dollar were at par like a week ago or 2
I'm gonna
weeks
skip
ago.
ahead to Lewis. Hey, Lewis, how's it going?
Lots of international.
Surprising,
Okay, yeah.
I'm going to ask everyone this question. Now, your eBay sales, your good sales, are they higher priced items, higher end stuff, or is it cheaper common stuff? Because I have a lot of good high end stuff on there, and no one's even touching it right now. And I don't want to discount it either because it's good stuff. It can go 10% off or something, but I'm trying to keep the good stuff at a certain level.
Mine's a mix.
Yeah.
I'm selling some lower end older stuff, and then I'm selling some better stuff. Yeah, definitely.
That's not good,
Oh,
Dan.
whoa,
Yeah.
ho.
Yeah, Super Dan's in the house, and his sales are not super.
Ooh, that hurts.
Yeah.
That hurts. No sales for 6
Yeah,
days.
super Linda.
Lowball offers. Some
Yeah.
are insulting.
Yeah.
Well, definitely, Linda, if you could do us the favor, reach out to me at themilliondollarpeddlers@gmail.com. Send along a few insulting offers, and I'll read them on the show because we do have one of the favorite segments are the insulting offers.
True, yeah.
Oh yeah, I do hit the thumbs up. Definitely do appreciate that. eBay has problems long term. Yes, it does. I don't think anybody can deny that.
This could go on for months. Who knows? You can't predict it.
I'm going to go off a little bit. I know that Don, the auction professor, did a short show about it, 15, 20-minute show about it, where he broke down eBay's numbers for I guess it would be their second quarter. But basically, eBay is officially, the CEO officially wants to move toward away from low-value buyers, is what he said. And we've talked about...
How do you do that, though?
Well, he wants to sell the $5,000 watches, the $10,000 pair of sneakers, the
Sure.
$5,000
Who doesn't?
sports cards, and all that kind of stuff. But I'm not going to. You can watch his thing, or you can look the numbers up. But I believe their numbers were down by a few percent this past quarter, and the number of active users went down by a couple of percent, and all that. And basically, they're losing buyers left and right because they're not focusing on them. And I remember one of the things I said, which I thought they were making a big mistake about, was doing away with the eBay bucks.
Yeah.
That was always, and I'm working on a Hogan's Heroes non-sports card set. I have not bought a card for that set since the last eBay bucks, so I've not added a card to that set for over a year. I don't need to add anything to it.
Yeah.
It's just, you give me 5% eBay bucks. Yeah, what the heck? I'll throw a card in the set. It's
Right.
$12, $15, $20, whatever. I'll just add a card to it. Great.
Sure.
without it, I'm like, no big deal. There's another set that I'm working on. I've not added a card to it for over a year because, again, what do I care? I don't need it one way or the other.
Right.
So I realize I'm a low value seller in their thing.
Right.
But if I'm not spending a couple of $100 a month or $150 a month, whatever, and I have hardly bought supplies either, because what I used to do is, I know that I need to use the supplies.
Yeah.
Well, when all of a sudden when eBay Bucks came along, I stocked up on supplies. Well, I stocked up enough on supplies that I don't really need anything, and I haven't bought supplies in months.
Yeah, supplies.
Other than, things that I absolutely need, I'm running out of. But like magazine bags, I'm so far backed up on those that I don't need to buy them for at least through the end of the year. That's sales that they're losing.
Right.
Whereas if they gave 5%, I probably would look and go, let me get those now. Why not? I'll just get another 1,000 bags.
Yeah, whatever they're doing up there, I don't know what they're thinking.
They're not doing well.
Not making sense.
Do you believe the traffic data they display, the numbers on my account are always around the same? Seems traffic is manipulated by eBay. I don't think they know their traffic numbers because they changed the numbers to get rid of bots and all that kind of stuff, and they're counting them a little bit differently. And it could be very true, though, because what they might be doing is they might be, if you're not paying promoted, they might be rotating you less often through. So if somebody's searching on some common title like Time Magazine, let's say, you might not be showing up very often, so those numbers are real. If your front page of Time Magazine search once a day, you're probably getting clicked on once a day for your Time Magazine. It's just the way it works.
Yeah.
1,200 items was selling one a day average, now one a week. Oh.
Yeah,
That
brutal.
hurts.
That's brutal.
That hurts. You can't make a living
Yeah.
doing that.
No.
Ouch. No international sales in a very long time. Okay. Interesting. International is beyond putrid. Whoa. 3 since June 1st.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah, something's going on.
Well, part of that, too, might be puddings, though, is...
certain countries.
Well, shipping is crazy high for a postcard. Because you're paying $12 to get a postcard shipped or $14 to get a postcard shipped.
Yeah.
Versus like I'm selling magazines and stuff like that. I could see, unless you're a big collector, I could see somebody saying, well, there's value in this magazine versus a single little postcard. That being said, Viv's Views did sell a Canadian postcard a day after I listed it, and it went to Canada, and they did pay the shipping on it. So that's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Because I know that all the time people say international postcards aren't very good, and I went and listed it, and it sold the next day.
Yeah.
On my sales, the other parts of the sales, bread and butter stuff, there you go.
All right.
The other parts of my sales are, I had ones across the board. I sold one item on Vivs-Views, one item on $1 Million Peddlers, one item on Etsy, and I made one sale on Papergoy.com. But the person bought 3 adult magazines that I had listed on Amazon.
Wow.
Penthouse that I must have listed 10 years ago.
Trying to compete with Mr. Magazine.
Yeah, 10 years ago I was. I gave up.
Well, Super Paul, a Super Brady card. Nice.
Whoa.
I would imagine that's not a norm, selling cards like that every week, but it definitely helps juice up your numbers for sure.
How about buys? Did anybody out there get any good buys? How about you, Mr. Magazine? You got any buys in the work?
I have 3...
$75 sales. Whoa.
So I have 3 six-figure buys in the works, which are going to cost me over 6 figures each. So I don't think I can swing them all. I have to find a loan shark or find the payment plans with these guys or something. But there's a couple that I want to grab for sure. Should we talk about any of them right now? Elaborate, or should we wait till we get a little further in the deals?
You can get one. Just give a quick little overview of them.
So one we've still been working on. The guy's got a $1 million sports card collection in Connecticut.
All right, so
Also-
$1 million of sports cards.
Also
and toys.
autographs and toys and so forth. I've already bought his magazines. He had 10,000 magazines. We already bought those about a month or two ago. We have a DVD deal going on in Washington, the state of Washington, about 30 to 40,000 pieces
Okay, so
out there.
Washington State, yep.
And then I was given a number of one of the largest magazine dealers probably in the world, if anyone knows, Atlanta Mags. They're also known as Old Mags, and then there's another website. Anyways,
Back issue, is that
back,
them?
yeah, it might be backissues.com. So the owner passed away about a year ago, and the wife's been running it, and she's older and just doesn't want to deal with it anymore. So I got their phone number. I called them up, and their manager says that the missus wants them throwing out the magazines.
Oh.
She goes, I don't want to deal with it. Get a dumpster, throw them all out. Let's be done with this. We got to be out of there. They got a huge warehouse, 20,000 square feet. By October, they want to be out of it.
Now, you should buy that warehouse and have a second
Oh,
location.
sure. Yeah, that'd be great.
Drive back and forth every day.
Commuting. Yeah, that'd be great from Georgia. But anywho, So we're working on something. They're going to give me some numbers to go with. It might be something where if I get it all for next to nothing, I may take it all and figure it out where I'm going to store them, or I just bring down the biggest Penske possible and just cherry pick and give them a price for that. But we'll see how that pans out.
Wow.
Yes, I am crazy, but that's me.
Well, I went to the flea market.
Oh, that's yeah.
Wow. Okay. Yep. Do check that out. So sometimes I don't understand people for sure. Future postcard listings between eBay and Del Camp. I know Del Camp has a lot of international buyers over there too. I used to be on there many years ago, and for some reason I'm not anymore. I don't know what happened, but I'm not on there anymore. Don't remember my password either.
There you go, Super John. That'll do it.
It's the $1 million hamburger theory.
I could do that and then sell my company and put the value up there in the millions.
So I went one table. I went to the local flea market, the one downtown. $800 more per item. Yeah,
but that's few and far between.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and the other thing too is, if those people start losing their job or they start tightening up, everybody's got $10 to spend.
Right. There's no site like that. I mean, I don't know of any site where just everything's
or if they are,
$1,000.
they're very special.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Rolexes, whatever. Yeah. Automobiles.
And actually, I did read that there are a lot of high-end watches being sold, because a lot of people that were buying the high-end watches, the Rolexes and the Pateks and everything, were big into cryptocurrency, and with that money coming down, they're getting cash strapped, and they're selling off the watches, and there's like more high-end luxury watches available right now, and the prices are coming down on them considerably. So that in and of itself, that kind of hurts. I forgot where I read that at, but you could do some searching on that.
But I mean, this is just me thinking this right now. Like, why doesn't eBay do two sites, like eBay Elite for the high-end stuff, and then eBay Garage Sale? Who cares? I mean, call it anything, But they're not going to turn eBay itself into like $800 or more everything.
No.
They're going to lose 99% of their sellers and buyers.
Exactly. Somebody else is going to eat their lunch and make the money on the volume.
Especially a lot of buyers treat it as a garage sale with these lowball offers anyways.
On Mercari, all right. So a dealer at the local flea market had some magazines, and they had some Bruce Lee magazines, stuff like that.
Oh,
Not
nice.
bad stuff.
Yeah.
But they had $20 price stickers on them. And I'm like,
They're worth that or more.
I can't make any money on that. So, and they were kind of talking to customers, so I kind of looked and walked away and kind of went through the flea market.
Yeah.
And on the way back, I said to my wife, I just want to check. Who knows?
Yeah.
So I went up there, I said, how much are the magazines? She goes, you interested in them all? I go, yeah. She goes, probably about $3 a piece.
That's pretty good for some Bruce Lees.
Yeah. Raises the question why they have $20 or $25 prices
they're willing
on
to
them.
sell them for $3.
But they're willing to sell them for $3 because, again, that scares people away.
Right.
And a lot of times I go into dealer tables, and if I see high prices, I don't even ask, because I'm like, they're asking $100 on this item.
Right.
They're not going to sell it for $5.
Right.
But if you want to sell it for $5, why do you have $100 on it?
Yeah, but if they went down to, say, 10, maybe you'd buy 5 of them at 10. Then they go down to 5, maybe you'd buy 10 of them at 5, and then the rest at 3,
So I don't know if they had just bought them and never taken the price stickers off
Yeah.
them, or what the case happened to be,
Yeah.
but that was kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Then I did go to the other flea market, and these people, they always have a whole bunch of paper and stuff like that. So I filled a box up, and I bought the box off them. I came back to, and I left it there because I don't want to carry it around.
Yeah.
I came back, there was extra stuff in my box. They go, yeah, it was kind of sort of the stuff that you were buying. We just want to get it. We don't want to bring it home. It's yours. I'm like,
Jeez, nice.
Thank you, I guess.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that.
So let me ask you a quick question. I picked up, they had 1970-71 basketball, primarily.
Mm-hmm.
A Lou Alcindor, so it's a second-year Kareem Abdul-Jabbar card.
Yep.
Missing some of the paper on the front, so it's torn up.
Yeah.
They had said that they saw one that was taped up, similar, off-condition one, that had sold for $33 on eBay.
I believe that.
Yep,
Second year, yeah.
Second year,
Sure.
I believe that as well. They had, I'm going to say, 400 cards, of which 300 of them are probably 70-71s.
Mm-hmm.
Pat Riley, rookie in there, Elgin Baylor, a couple of the league leaders, with a couple checklists, and then probably another 100 cards, which included like third year Dr. J, and in
Yeah,
nice shape.
Decent, yeah.
Yeah, and the 7071s are all VG to excellent, probably closer to excellent in general.
Yeah.
What would you pay on 400 cards like that?
Oh, gosh. 100 to 200, I guess.
Well, I guess I overpaid. So,
Well, I'm not always right. I'm just saying I don't need them at this point. So if something came in, I would say, like, honestly, well, we're not going to list these anytime soon. Where you may get them on tomorrow, just like all those jersey cards you're talking about.
they wanted. I said, how much are the cards? And she goes, $4.50. And I go, all right, it's $1, just over $1 a
right.
card. That's not unreasonable.
Right.
And I start looking through, and she goes, yeah. I go, these are pretty cool cards. She goes, yeah, not bad for getting them from a dumpster. I'm like, okay.
Great.
I don't know if you want to tell your customers you stole something from a dumpster, but
yeah.
okay, great. So I'm looking through them, and one of her other customers was standing there. I said, oh, yeah, those cards are nice. She goes, yeah, I've got a lot of offers on them. People offer me 100, 125, 150. I know they're better than that.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
So I'm like, all right. So I went through the whole pile, kind of verifying what was there, and I said, what's the best you can do on these? I don't know. Make me an offer. I don't know. I said, 200. Oh, let me check with my husband. He came back. Goes, can you get closer to 3? I said, I can do 250.
I would say I'll come back at 3 o'clock and I'll offer you 200.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I ended up getting her for the 250, which again, 75
You're not
cents
going to
a
go
card.
wrong. Yeah, right. You're not going to go wrong.
Not with the Riley
You're
rookie
just
and all that.
you're going to stick them in your room, and
That's exactly where they
see
are.
you in 10 years, boys.
That's exactly what's going on with
exactly.
them. So that was my buying. Kind of exciting. Now next week I will be going to Madison Bachville next Thursday. So hopefully we do a haul video or two from over there. That should be a lot of fun over there.
All right. We got here. Yeah, it's just another Tuesday of items I may not be able to afford, but we'll see. I have a buyer interested in the container with all the content. So if we work out, I owe him some money from another deal. So if this works out, that Georgia deal's looking up mighty nice to refill that container. All right, Super Dan, next $1 billion. Yeah, louder. Well, I told my wife if we win it, the first thing I was going to buy is that 50th anniversary Countach. You know what I'm talking about, John Jones.
I have no
Hold
idea.
on.
But sure.
Don is in the house. All right.
Yeah, we were waiting for the moderator.
Wasn't there a Chicago song, Here I Am?
There is. We were waiting for her to kick Travis out.
Yeah.
Just kidding, Travis. Just kidding. Hand watches are taking.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I know. I'm looking. I got him on Instagram, all these Lambos and McLarens. It gives me reason to keep working and reach my goals. So, all right, Super Dan. How do we trust eBay? Well, I just thought of this. Why not? Why stop at 2 eBay sites? We got eBay Elite, we got eBay Garage Sale, and let's bring back eBay X for the adult stuff. I would make a killing there, and I think a lot of other people would like that as well.
Well, I've always thought they should have 2 sites. They should have eBay Used, or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And then eBay Commodities, which is where you want to buy K-Cups. You're probably not buying used K-Cups. Although, who knows?
Or magazines with D cups.
I know.
Well,
that ties into your other one there.
Hey, they do exist. We can't ignore them.
We're going to head on into the glitch of the week. Had a couple of them this week. Do let us know your glitches. A subscriber reached out with a glitch, and well, I had a couple of glitches. One glitch was PayPal shipping was down. You had to click every time you clicked on PayPal shipping to ship something out. It kept saying, "Sorry, can't complete this action. Sorry, can't complete this action." It took about 6 clicks, but finally it was able to complete the action.
Oh,
So-
sure that didn't slow you down too much.
No. I love just clicking on the same thing multiple times, hitting
So
the back
fun.
button and clicking on it again.
Especially early in the morning, you got to deal with that crap.
And then I had another item I went and I listed, and I was listing items, no problem whatsoever.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, one item wouldn't list because I didn't have a return policy in. And I said, I had a return policy on the last 6 items I listed. I
Yeah.
didn't change anything. You dropped my return policy out.
Yeah.
It didn't load properly.
Right.
So then I had to restart everything over there in order to get that listed. Fake factor with high price items. Yeah. Gibson guitars.
It's crazy.
Oh, wow. Yeah, see,
Yeah.
I didn't know there were fakes out there and that kind of stuff. And then a subscriber sent me a screenshot, and then e-commerce Bytes mentioned this as well. There have been some changes to the feedback on eBay. They were not able to leave feedback for a seller because eBay kept telling them you can't leave feedback for yourself. Basically, eBay thought they were leaving themselves feedback, and it's like,
Oh,
no, I'm
God.
leaving a buyer feedback.
Imagine getting kicked off for that.
So there was some kind of glitch in there. Yeah, hoping from $800 to $5,000. Yeah. Oh, the roof is, yeah, it's insane. The roof's now.
No, that's a deal compared to some flooring.
The 6 to 8. That's later in the show. The $6,000 to $8,000 roofs are a thing of the past. Now they are $20,000 roofs nowadays.
Well, I had my shop and my house done in stages, like a quarter 1 year at my house.
One shingle at a time.
A quarter or a third at my house 1 year, then a quarter or a third at my shop 1 year, and I just went back and forth. And before you know it, I spent 40 grand in 5 years or whatever it was. But it was doable for me. So.
Well, and then we had a problem, or you had a problem. You have many problems, but you had a problem.
Thank you.
On Amazon, where an item was shown as accepted that you printed the label on, and you weren't able to find the item, and so we had to unfortunately cancel it.
Yep.
But the tracking showed that the item was accepted by the carrier.
Yeah.
And talk about confusing on that. It's like, how was it accepted by the carrier since we never had it to pack up in the first place?
Yeah.
You know, it's just something that got lost. So that's something other definitely to watch out for. With Amazon, certainly it was showing accepted, even though it had never got accepted. Obviously, it was never given to them. Fun glitch. I'm getting respond to offer notices after the buyer has already paid.
Cool.
Ouch.
Cool. Yeah, that's a fun
Jeez. Couple of other things we had over here. Site change. So, well, the shipping labels they look like they took care of. Those are not a problem anymore. However, they did today change me into the new listing format on eBay, and what a nightmare. Now, I've been listing with the new listing on million.peddlers on eBay for a while now. If eBay watches this, which I'd like to think that they do, I'm going to give you a suggestion. When you're there, and maybe it's because it was the first time I was listing with it, it was giving me all these tips. And it's like, and I'm making this up because I don't remember all the tips, but it's like, you need to list an item weight. Okay, that's great. But they've got this blue area above where it says you need to list an item weight. And then you got to search for the item weight. Here's a crazy idea. Have it say you have to list an item weight. You click on the thing that says item weight, and it takes you right down to the place where you have to put the item weight.
I don't know about you, but I'm item weighted out right now.
You know, or it'll say something other like, put your condition in.
Right.
Click on where it says put your condition in and take you to the box that you put your condition in. Instead of saying put a condition in and I have to search for it because everything else is kind of the same white kind of color. And then you've got this blue thing over here that says to do this. So it's really, really, it's not good. It's not easy. Oh, get rid of this damn phone.
Jeez, you're so popular. I'm sure it's about Paperpalooza.
I'm sure it is. But so I'm stuck in a new listing. So if your employees start complaining about
I
the
haven't
new
heard
listing,
anything yet. Is it forced? Is it mandatory?
Well, they moved that one over. I think they're doing things in stages. So that one, Paperboy got moved over there, and it was just a nightmare. And then you had me buying boxes for you, shipping boxes. And so I went on to try to buy. The search is completely screwed up. I could not figure out how to drill down into the category that I needed because you needed me to buy something like 10 by 8 by 2 or something like that.
Yeah.
And apparently that's a size that's a common size in car parts. So I typed whatever the size is, and everything is coming up car parts, and so I'm trying to drill down into the correct category, and I just can't figure out how to do it because they changed the search on there. However, they did do one positive thing. I did notice on one of my listings, if you scroll down to the bottom of my listing, it does have my name, has my store logo, and it says see other items in the store. And it's right on the listing page at the bottom. Oh, cool. So that's a positive. So they did do one positive thing. Doesn't quite make up for all the negatives, but they did do one positive thing.
You got to start somewhere.
Yep, that's true. When printing ship labels, I click on the go to the next item button only to have it go back to the item I just printed.
Cool.
Jeez.
Yeah.
This is nice living in Hale country. There you go. It's now featured. Nice. Jeez. Hey, I do the bad comedy here. Bought 2 labels for the same address.
That's happened to us. Yeah.
Oof. Yeah, that starts. That's how do you think they make their money?
Exactly.
A few times done sell similar. I've uploaded a new image listed and the original image for the listing. Oh, that stinks too. Wow. There's a lot of glitches. New listing format for me today. Was a little surprised I logged in. Going to take And again, like I said, once you figure out where everything is, categories are another really annoying thing because you click on it and it brings up categories and your store categories in one area, but then to list in a second store category it's not easy to follow along. It's certainly not easy to do. Some listings they've been removing a ton of item specifics. Oh, really?
That's a good thing if it's not a glitch.
Except that's probably what I spent the entire last quarter filling
exactly,
in.
Yeah.
And they said, psych.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you click on an item and item specifics and it goes psych, that's not a good thing. Kids still say psych, right?
Yeah, well, sure.
Moving themselves. That is annoying.
Jeez.
Crazy.
Fun times.
So now we're going to head on over to, and I want to thank Local Mike. I haven't seen Local Joe either today. But this is called Item of the Week, and I want to show you the item, and this has a bit of a backstory on it as well. So I ended up buying this. Where am I? Right there. Popeye Feature Book number 2 from, I believe it's 1937. And the feature book, it's basically a comic book, and these are considered some of the first comic books. Now, they had Platinum Age comic books, which were like Mutt and Jeff and things like that. But these were the first comic books size, or a little bit larger in comics, first comic book size thing that reprinted newspaper strips, all of the same characters, soft cover, this size kind of deal. So kind of important, and it's a really early book. And what would you grade that at, Mr. Magazine? Does not look too bad at all, really.
No, definitely. I mean, they seem to be more lenient on some of the earlier stuff, but I mean, it could get as high as a 4 or a 5, just because those little tears obviously take it down. But
take it down, yeah.
Other than that, it would be a lot stronger, yeah.
So what we're going to do, I talked with Mr. Magazine before the show, and again, when you see things like that out here, I paid $140 for this, which is below guide in condition. It's probably about a $250 book, something rather like that. When you do see these, do buy them. They're not often seen out there, but it's early comic history, and they're rare. I mean, they're fairly hard to find.
Great artwork, yeah.
But I'm going to give it to Mr. Magazine after the show today, and he has somebody or other that... Well, why don't you explain really quickly what they do as far as what they'll do to this before we get it graded?
So you can send them to CGC and pay the surcharge for pressing and cleaning. They usually press it flat, fix any imperfections as far... They don't alter with any ink or glue or anything, but they'll straighten out any edges. Any tears, they'll flatten them out. Clean it if there's any dirt or anything on it like that. There's no glossy cover there, so it might be a little harder. And you're almost guaranteed an extra 0.5 to 1.0 grade higher. So it's definitely worth investing the money. There's local people that do it. I got a guy who do it all the time through Rhino's Comics there. So
yeah,
definitely worth it.
Yep. So I'm going to give that to Mr. Magazine, and he's going to give it to his presser, who's going to press it for me. And then we're going to send it in to be graded, and we're going to have it come back, and we're going to open up on the show. And what is the turnaround time in general on?
Something like that. It's going to take a little longer if you do economy on the older stuff. It might take 6 to 8 months.
Oh.
Unless you want to pay like $100 and get it back in 2 months.
We can wait 6 to 8 months. We'll still be doing live shows then.
Or if you use CBCG.
No, we're not using CBCG.
Yeah, it would come back a lot quicker and cheaper. But.
No. Can you change this topic? eBay working thing in a week would be a lot shorter, yeah. So, thanks for coming. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Exactly. I sent out my vehicles as well.
So yeah, that's a neat little comic on there.
Cool.
So definitely do find that stuff, and it'll be fun to watch and see what it does come back. 4 to 5, and the person that sold it to me said they thought it would come back about a 4.5.
Yeah.
So
cool.
Everybody seems to be kind of in agreement on that. So that's awesome. Insulting offer of the week. And see, now I didn't get any particular insulting offers. I got minor insulting offers all week long.
Annoying ones, but not totally insulting.
I'm asking 25, and they're offering 10 with free shipping kind of deal.
That's normal. I just delete those, yeah.
Well, Mr. Magazine this morning, and want to thank whoever made this offer, because they gave us something or other to talk about in this. So Mr. Magazine was selling 2004 Topps Baseball near complete set that he was asking $61.54 on.
It was on sale for $64. I think it was like $75 on sale for $61.
So a $75 set, they offered
$1. Now, even if shipping's $10, because it's going to be 3 pounds or whatever, I'm sure it is going to be at least $10-12. That's pretty insulting.
That is
$1.
insulting.
I mean, the first card on the first page is probably worth that much, and it's in a binder. We ship that deal all came complete set in binder with pages, so you probably got $10 in pages, $10 in the binder, and the whole set, which is probably worth $80 to $100 retail. So we're asking $60 with the sale. offered $1. So I just emailed them back and said, thank you for your offer. And they responded, you're welcome. I can't wait for you to accept it, and you can ship it out to me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, he's going to be waiting a long time
He's
for
waiting.
that.
He's
It's going to
waiting.
expire, yeah. Yep.
Wow.
That's one of the doozies. Just because of what the sheer weight of it and what you get along with it between the pages and binder and the set and all the stars.
Well, let me ask this question. What did a pack of those cards cost back in the day?
It's regular tops.
Yeah.
Is that what, I mean,
$1.
Even $1.
Had to
the
be $1
minimum.
for a pack.
$1 to $2. But what was it, in the 90s or 2000s?
Yeah, 2004.
Yeah,
but say
$2.
it was $1.
Right. Yeah.
And you got what, 15 cards?
So it's like opening up that one pack with 15 cards, and somehow it expands to the whole set in pages and binder. Wow, that's pretty. Add water, Jeez.
That's a good one. So I also would like to thank whoever made that offer.
It was entertaining. It gives us something to talk about. But Travis is right. Don should hit the like button. Yeah.
So you had an issue with a buyer.
Don't I always? Which one is this?
You'll tell it better than me. The gentleman that was buying a Hopalong Cassidy comic and a couple of other comic books over the weekend, but paid for them separately on Sunday.
Yes. So, that's a doozy. So I think he bought one on Friday. So we actually shipped it out Saturday. I was out of town. And so part of it is the communication between me and my manager. But even so, the gentleman said, I'm going to buy multiples. I said, don't pay for any of them yet. Wait, and I'll combine the shipping, and then you can get a deal on the shipping. I go, worst case, I'll refund you some shipping because I'm out of town. So if you paid $25 for shipping and it was $12, I'll refund you $13, whatever it was. And I think he'd already bought the first one on Friday. Then he bought 2 more on Saturday. And now it is Sunday where the post office is closed. I'm out of town. My manager leaves early for the day. And I get this email from him. You did not refund me the shipping yet. You are a scammer.
Have you even printed the shipping at this point?
I think so. Friday would have been printed Saturday and shipped out the first one, which was a mistake because now he's going to lose money. I'm going to eat some money if I combine them at that point. Then Saturday, he paid for 2 and they got printed on Sunday. So it would, they would be printed Saturday, pulled Sunday and ship out Monday, evening, whatever. So he said, I read your feedback. You're scamming me. You didn't refund my money yet. You didn't ship out the items yet. You were supposed to save me money. And I just said, very nice. I said, sir, it's a Sunday. Our warehouse closes early. I'm out of town. The post office is closed. We probably didn't even pull your orders yet. If we do, they won't ship out till Monday anyways. And he goes, just give me a refund. I don't want to deal with this. I think you're going to scam me. And I tried to explain myself. If you look at the feedback, if you look at how long we've been doing this, I go, I don't think we really scam you for an $8 Hopalong Cassidy. No offense. I mean, we wouldn't scam you on a $1,000 item, but certainly not on a $8 Hopalong Cassidy. I said, if you wait till Monday, I will refund you what you have coming. He didn't want to know nothing, so I just told Paperboy, ban him and be done with it. That's it. I've never seen anything like. I mean, he must be a new eBayer. There's no way a veteran eBayer would even expect that, but whatever. It is what it is.
So I had one problem with the customer.
Okay.
I sold a magazine for $30.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to say, and they had no feedback, so they must have come across eBay and then purchased this item, like probably as a gas or whatever, because they ended up with one feedback, my feedback. They bought it, paid for it, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
This was on Monday morning, I believe. I believe it was Monday morning. There was a problem with my address. That's what the email they sent me was.
Right.
That was the entire email.
Oh, jeez.
There was a problem with my address.
All right.
I said, I emailed them back. I said, okay, I'll hold off on shipping it out. What is the problem? Do you need an apartment number in there?
Right.
Did you move? Did you have 2 addresses in and you give me the wrong? I don't know. What's the problem?
Yeah.
I've yet to hear back from them.
Oh, fun.
So I just took the chance and shipped it out because maybe there's not a problem with his address. Who really knows?
Right.
And sometimes those things do get delivered. Sometimes they come back and you never give a refund. I have no idea whatsoever.
Jeez.
But to buy the item, tell me there is a problem with the address and leave it at that, and then never respond back when I contact you saying, what is the problem? Maybe tell me a little bit more than that. It could be something as simple as, I should have put apartment 12 down.
Yeah.
Well, okay, I can add that on the label, and it's not going to alter anything.
Right.
Without knowing what the problem is, it's really difficult for me. That's crazy. Now, you did actually do a little bit of homework this week, which you never do.
Yeah, I don't even remember doing it. It must have come in my sleep.
You sent me an article from Comic Connect about a baseball card that's being sold.
Oh yeah, cool.
So what is it?
It is a very rare, well, supposedly one of a kind, or the only one in existence. Zuckerberg.
Mark Zuckerberg
Mark
from
Zuckerberg.
Facebook, or Meta.
Yeah, when he was a little league baseball player, when he was, I don't know, 8, 9, 10 years old, and he signed it to a coach.
You
or
know
a
how
friend of the
people have
family.
those cards made up?
Oh yeah,
they'll
I
make the
had some when
cards
I
up
was a
with
kid.
their
My
yeah.
kids got some, and who knows what happened to them over the years? Because we all think our kids are never going to make the pros or become billionaires, in Facebook. But anyways, he signed it to a coach or a friend of the family or something. And I don't know if they kept it, but anyways, it got graded authentic. It's probably in rough shape over the years, but I mean, that card could fetch $1 million. I mean, people are nuts with this money they have. So who knows? It's crazy though.
Yeah, so if you have a Mark Zuckerberg autographed Little League card, you have one of two at this point.
Even if it's not signed, it's probably going to be worth $100,000.
Oh, God, it's got to be
100
crazy
grand,
money
yeah,
on that.
right?
Yeah, got to be crazy.
But what happened
money.
to all the Mike Trouts when he was a kid and Griffey's? I mean, they had to have had him too, right? I mean,
You would think
never
so,
hear
yeah. You
about,
would think their parents
never hear
would have
about
made
that
those,
stuff. Yeah, exactly.
You would have thought so, and give them to the aunts and the uncles and all
Yeah.
that stuff at least. Yeah, no, good point.
Yeah.
Who knows? This stuff is out there.
Yeah, maybe that dollar was a euro.
Oh, that makes a big
Or a
difference.
rare variant, sure.
A rare variant. Yeah, gold. Maybe it was a gold coin.
They should have an auto block. They really should, and then people will stop wasting everyone's time. Honestly,
I mean, you could put an auto block on each item, but that's not worth it for us.
Yeah, at least on eBay Garage, when they separate the company, eBay Garage, they should do it there at least.
Then another thing, and again, we are not a well, good luck. There'll be no sight. We're not a political show whatsoever, but there was the Inflation Reduction Act that was signed, and part of it is there is going to be a lot of money spent on IRS enforcement. And there's going to be a lot more auditors out there, and what people are warning is that it's going to be hitting small businesses, that small businesses will be getting audited. Now, as an auditor in my day job, for some reason I don't shake too much when I hear the word audit. And part of me is saying, hey, in 83 weeks, 2 days, but who's counting? Maybe the IRS is hiring, and maybe your friendly little paperboy could be showing up at your house for an IRS audit. Who knows?
Fun.
Just do the best you can on your books. Do the books the best you can. Use an accountant if you need to use one. I wouldn't worry about it too much. I think the only people who really need to worry are those people that are doing, lots and lots of sales. And obviously, if you're using any online venue, the IRS is getting reports about it. So I think the people that need to worry are the people that are, selling thousands and thousands of dollars a week at those garage sales that aren't really garage sales, but where their business is out
or in
of
their basement and stuff, sure.
Or the people that are sitting there selling tons of stuff on, Facebook Marketplace and all that stuff. Report your sales. You're not going to have anything to worry about. The IRS is not going to come after you. So you're going to probably hear a lot of people saying the sky is falling about it. As an auditor, I don't believe so.
Aren't they way behind at this point, even since COVID, though? It seems like I've been trying to get a hold of them, and 2 hours a day you're waiting on the phone. And I tried to, there's an ID me thing, I think, for their site now.
Yeah, yep.
So I can't log into my account now until I update it, and there's glitches on there, and I had to send in a selfie, a license, and it wasn't going through. And then I said, okay, can I talk to someone, have someone call me? And they never called, so it's very frustrating.
Well, I don't agree with you, or I don't disagree with you, Lee. If we had beer and tacos, we wouldn't be sitting here doing the show. Nothing personal either.
Yeah. Or at least some shots.
And then Facebook is doing away with some form of live auction, but I guess it's more for the influencer kind of stuff, live auction stuff. It's not for the people that just do the live feed and do auctions. So right. I will still be doing live auctions over on Vintage Syndicate and Ephemera on Mondays at 4 o'clock. Government should definitely spend more money, time, and resources going after small businesses.
Oh, sure.
And if they have a sign-up sheet, I'm going to sign up first, just to let you know. Yeah, and I do paper filing too, so yep, it takes a while on that stuff. I will also be going, got some vacations planned. I will be going to the Allentown Paper Show 1st of October.
Oh, nice.
So do check out Paperboy at the Allentown Paper Show. I've already booked my hotel at that. I'll be making an appearance. They don't know this yet, but Paperboy will be making an appearance there.
I'll be a celebrity, not a local celebrity.
I'm going to be a regional celebrity. I'll see if I can't find that T-shirt.
Oh, nice.
And I'm going Madison Bachville next week. And in September, I will be going to the Springfield Antique Show over in Ohio. So hopefully getting a lot of good haul videos out of those.
Nice.
Hopefully. We shall see. Got all those rooms booked and The only people making money off my reselling are hotels right now, and gas
They're
stations.
not cheap.
No, they're not. No, they're not. Oh, and we were talking about Instagram. Do check us out at the $1 Million Peddlers on Instagram. I did get some spam over on Instagram. They were asking me for my link to my OnlyFans channel.
I wonder how that happened. That's messed up. Jeez, where'd they come up with that crap?
I'm a handsome man.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Jeez,
Well,
you don't think
no.
you don't think I could have an
Sure.
Instagram
Oh, of
or
course
I mean
you could. Of course you
OnlyFans
could. Yeah,
channel?
of course.
There's
Yeah.
not just porn on
Yeah,
there.
and just envision him with the tie with no clothes on.
Oh, I just threw up my mouth.
Exactly.
And then definitely do come by on Paperpalooza over on Whatnot, August 13th and 14th. I think there's 23 sellers. I will be appearing tomorrow on Jiminy Flip It, along with a couple of other people over there. I know Popeye's Postcards will be on there. A big shout out to him for putting this all together. Don't know what time. I don't have the link yet, but I'm just around tomorrow to appear on Jiminy Flip It for that. And yours truly will be selling on Whatnot at noon. On Sunday, so do check it out. Cataloged auction, 27 items. Should be a lot of fun stuff. Hot paper seller.
Oh,
Hot paper seller. Yeah, of course. Couple of other things over there. You didn't ask me how my Whatnot went.
How did your Whatnot go?
Not so good. $63 yesterday on ephemera. And the problem was I had some decent stuff up. Like I had 3 Valentine cards, including 2 of them were mechanical. Thinking 1910, something or other like that. They would be slow sellers on eBay, but I could sell the 3 of them on eBay, individually. I could get $30 to $35 on them free shipping. So, they're $7 to $10 items each. I couldn't get a $3 bid on them.
Crazy.
And there was some halfway decent stuff I had up there, and I just was not getting bid. I mean, I sold some stuff. I can't complain about that. But
Now, have you ever considered folding them into paper airplanes and selling them as a paper airplanes?
I'm just doing here in the show, throwing them around.
Yeah, I mean,
be a lot more fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, the Whatnot is slowing down. I don't know if it's a situation where there's a lot more buyers or a lot more sellers on there than buyers at this point, or what it is. I'm just going to keep plugging away though, because what else can you do? And I do enjoy it. We've got the same group of people show up new people show up also, but a core group of people show up and everything like that. So it's a lot of fun, but I don't know, it's not going so good.
Cool. All right.
There you go.
Don, by the way, I'm working on your box of Lifes. I'm at like 26. I just got to find a few more good ones. I'm trying to get the older stuff, so I got to do some digging, but we'll get them done over the weekend for you.
2 other quick things before we head into the main category. So I basically started $1 and Vivs-Views at the same time on eBay, and they both had pretty much the same selling limits. Well, I've been selling more stuff on $1 I just looked. Vivs-Views has 700 items they're allowed to list.
After how long?
A year and a half.
That's crazy.
I've been listing 1 item a day on there.
Yeah.
And I've been doing the same thing on $1 Million Peddlers. $1 Million Peddlers can list 1,000. So I think it's because the $1 Million Peddlers is selling more stuff.
Yeah.
They've raised the selling limit a little bit.
But it's still not a lot. I mean, jeez.
No, not really. I mean, I think I'm at 400 to 500 on each site. So I've still got some room to grow. I've got another, 6 to 8 months to grow. But it is kind of interesting to watch. I have not. The reason why is just because I believe you pay the $40 or whatever it is, whether you have 1 item listed or how many other items listed. And it's just one of those I would actually have to sit down and almost get enough items up to make it worth your while. Because if I just list 1 item and I'm paying $40 or whatever in a month, or $20 a month, or whatever their monthly fee is, I'd be really upset with myself going, I just listed an $8 book and I paid $20 or $40 to list it. What's going on with this?
Exactly.
So I've not tried them yet. I do a lot of stuff over on Biblio. Which one of us is more childish?
Never gets old.
And then the last little random story this week was, business-wise, was the post office just released some numbers.
Okay.
Their volume is down.
Wow.
Gee, keep raising prices.
Yeah.
And you have, wait, let me get this straight. You raise your prices and you have less demand.
Well, and they're still complaining about scanning all our packages when they get there.
So they are raising prices, getting less demand for their services, and they're going to raise prices again at the end of the year. And they're going to put a holiday surcharge on, which will really help again. And I think they're losing. I think they're losing some of the oversized stuff, which they might be happy about, but they're losing some of that stuff to UPS and that stuff, because who can afford $15 surcharge and all that?
Yep.
Crazy. Oh wow! Only bought one. Oh, well, at least it was fun, but that's a lot of time invested for not much return on that. But again, it is
Wait,
fun.
we're talking about what now? What are we talking about?
No, the 120. Oh. Wow!
Sorry.
Shots across the bow. Wow! We're gonna head on.
Help myself.
We're gonna head on into the main topic today, which is age proofing.
Wow, we're getting there later.
We are. We've got a packed show.
Yeah,
Packed show.
Yeah.
Age proofing your business, and I want to do a quick little disclaimer before we do this. This is not clickbait. It's not. This is not the kind of topic that draws everybody in. And if we wanted to do that kind of topic, these items sell for $1 million each, and you can buy them for $1 at every flea market out there, and we'd get lots of people. And Mr. Magazine and I have talked about the show a little bit, and we're kind of become, and I take this as a badge of honor. And I think this speaks volumes for everybody out there watching it as well. We're kind of the thinking man show. We do shows that need to be done, topics that need to be done, and we're not out there just trying to get the cheap views. We're not out there trying to have everybody. I mean, we could do a haul video every single day if we wanted to. That's not us. So we're trying to talk about things that are important to everybody. And I just wanted to take a moment to say that because, again, I know Mr. Magazine was saying, geez, we don't have a ton of subscribers all the time. But something, we don't compromise. Yeah. That's what it comes down to.
It's quality, not quantity.
Well, it really is. We do things that nobody else out there is doing because, again, they don't get a ton of views out there, but they're important.
Yeah.
And we're all getting older. When we're getting down to it, we're all getting older. And there are so many different ways. I do my day job. I deal with a lot of different contractors, and pretty much every contractor in his 60s and a lot of them in their 50s, bad knees, bad shoulders, bad hips. And you were telling me over the weekend when I mentioned this topic to you that you've had some problems with your shoulder and the like. Yeah,
a lot of times reaching up for a box, and I don't pull as much as I used to, but still there's times where I'll try and reach for a box to save time instead of going to find a ladder. And after a while it gets a little sore, I try not to sit down for long periods of time, so I want to get up and do something, whether it's at the shop, at my house, at the warehouse, keep the blood flowing. But lately my legs have been a little tight, or like I'm twisting the wrong way or something, so I just got to be more careful. Or usually I'm always bending down, like not using my back, using the legs when I'm lifting boxes, so that's definitely a plus.
That's really important to do. Yes,
absolutely.
Very, very important.
Yeah. And I tell everyone at the warehouse to do the same thing.
Well, and you have the advantage that you were a high school football star, scored 4 touchdowns in one game. What? Oh no, that wasn't you.
Yeah,
that
Polk High. Yeah,
that was your buddy.
And that card graded goes for about $100.
But you also used to weight lift and all that kind of stuff back for that. And so you have proper training on how to bend, how to lift, how to do all that. Whereas a lot of us don't. We hear lift with your legs, not with your back. Yeah. But how many times, it's so much easier to lift with your back.
Well, and people just don't think. They just do it, goes first in their mind or whatever's quick and, save some time, boom, boom, boom. But in the long run, you're going to be aches and pains or a bad back or walking around with scoliosis or something.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. And I'm realizing this because I'm getting a little bit older as well. And I've got the shelves down in the basement, and they're 4 shelves high. Yeah. And what does a box of books or a box of magazines weigh? 35, 40, 50 pounds?
Yeah, definitely 50 pounds if it's full, yeah.
Yeah. And I'm realizing that, okay, I'm still young and spry. Check out my OnlyFans, and you'll see what I mean. But I can pull the 50-pound box forward right now and lift it down, carry it down. Right. Am I going to be able to do that in 10 years, 15 years?
Well, we have a 50-year-old employee, in mid-50s actually, I think now, and he's very careful. He's great, he's skinny and stuff, but still, we tell him, be careful, you're up on those ladders, and we tell him not even to take the box out and lift it, just if you can pull it halfway off the shelf or the top of the ladder, those big rolly ladders, put it on the top step, which is wider, then it's easier. You're not transporting it too far. It's not going to fall. You're not going to fall. So we're always telling them to be careful. And I always offer like those weightlifting belts just in case. You never know.
Well, and that's another thing too is, what can I do to age-proof my business? Over time, I think what I'm going to do is start the boxes that are a little bit higher up. I'm going to put lighter stuff in them.
Yeah, makes sense.
Right now I don't worry about it, but I got to look down the road. I got to put lighter stuff up there.
Right.
Another thing is I got to buy a little step ladder, so that way I can use the step ladder to get up and check the stuff up on the fourth shelf. Because what happens if I do blow out a shoulder, which happens to people when they get a little bit older? How am I going to be able to sit there in a box with one arm? I'm not going to be able to do it.
Yeah.
And, obviously, short term, I can have random neighborhood kid do it, but at some point he's going to be like, really want me to come by and get one magazine out of a box?
Right.
And then I could still get it out of there, but it's going to take so much longer if I'm one armed doing this with books out of there. But I mean, that's kind of what you got to do, but you change things.
Yeah.
Another big issue is I've got those stairs up to the attic.
Oh, yeah.
Am I going to be able to go up and down those stairs 2, 3, 4 times a day when I'm 65, 70?
I'm not going to want to do it at that point. I'll tell you right now, I'm selling out.
Well, and leave alone the fact that attic is, it's an attic. So it's, I don't know, 95 degrees in the middle of summer.
If we're doing this when we're 70, we're probably not going to be living a long life either. Just not.
So what I could do at that point is between now and then, okay, this stuff over here, this is common sheet music. It doesn't sell very often. I'm going to put this up in the attic.
Right.
I'm going to put this box that I always sell the stuff out of and put this downstairs on a low shelf. So you've kind of got to think ahead in your business.
Sure.
Obviously, one thing to do, which I know Don, the auction professor, does all the time, and I was amazed by this when I did meet him at the Springfield Antique Show last time. He literally had spent money, and he had a bag like this size with stuff. He's getting really smart about it.
Yeah.
25 items to list or whatever in a small, tiny bag.
Yeah.
What are we doing? Idiots like us are carrying around boxes of books and magazines.
Well, some guy came in with records the other day, and I didn't want
them. Those are heavy.
Yeah, I didn't want these records, and he just, he said, give me like a nickel or a dime, whatever it was. I'm like, oh, God, $20 for like 200 records. And, even if I throw half of them out, I know some of them are going to be $5-10. I mean, I did it. They're sitting on the other side of my shop, like collecting dust right now, but... I don't know if I'm a sucker for a deal or what, but yeah, I got to change my ways, and I wish we can get all the sports cards listed because those are easy.
Well, here's another thing. You're talking about sports cards, and I'm thinking about coins. I used to, not heavily, but I used to collect coins. When you get to be 40 years old, you lose the really close vision. I used to be like Bugs Bunny, where I could read the bottom line on the...
forget it.
Printed in Brooklyn, they have a bottom line there. I could read the up-close stuff really, really well.
Yeah, it's blurry for me, too.
Now I'm trying to look at a coin, and I'm going, that's got a mint mark, but is that a D or an S? I have no idea. Well, if you're getting into coins right now and you're a 25-year-old, hey, great, you're able to see it. Yeah. Trust me, when you're 40, we all lose that kind of vision. You're not going to be able to see it anymore. Plan ahead. However it is, whether it's you start using a loop, and, of course, there are people out there that are... that want to fight aging, and so they don't want to wear the hearing aid. They don't want to use because it makes me look old.
Now they have where you can hide them and stuff, and so
right. But do you want to? If the S mint mark is worth $100 and a D mint mark is worth $40, do you want to take some guy coming up to your table selling you something on his word that it's an S?
Right. Yeah.
Do what you got to do. Get the loop. Do whatever you have to do, and accept that. We're all aging, and you got to get ahead of the curve on the stuff, and the faster you plan for it, because here's the other question. Okay, I just told you that at some point I'm going to be putting the slower moving stuff in the attic because I'm not going to have to access it as much.
Right, makes sense.
When am I going to do that? When I'm 70? Am I going to be able to carry box after box of sheet music up now it's tough for me to carry it up because of the balance and all that, carrying it up. If I'm a frail 70-year-old, which nobody will want to see my OnlyFans then.
Well, I'm been loading and unloading boxes from the shop. All the listed boxes from my shop have to go on the box truck and then unloaded. And I get to the warehouse, all my guys are listed. I'm like, I don't want to really take them off if they're listing. The grunt guy's gone for the day. I end up lifting 20 boxes out of the truck, which I don't mind doing it, but, I do it.
Well, and there's another thing, too. It takes extra time to go and grab the dolly.
I always do that when I can, but still, the dolly's not going to take them off. You still got to put them on.
No, I know that, but it takes extra time to get the dolly.
Sure.
And how often is it you go, I don't even know where the dolly is. It's only 10 boxes. I can run these in.
Right.
Take the time, find the dolly.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely do. It's less wear and tear on your body.
Right.
And we, don't be the hero carrying 2 comic boxes, because
No.
when you get older, you can't do it. When you're younger, you're 20 years old. Yeah, you carry 2. You probably try to carry 3 to try to be a real fool. But don't do it when you get a little bit older. Just carry, And I've had it before where I've taken things and I've actually, because they are heavy book boxes that are going up into the attic, I've actually taken it where I put all the books in the hallway, carried the box upstairs empty, then carried the books upstairs, because it's got to be a 70-pound box. I can't carry a 70-pound box up the stairs. Plus, that's a lot of weight in the bottom of the box. What if that box lets go, and I'm standing on the stairs of the ladder stairs with the box lets go to the bottom?
Right. I just thought of a stupid story real quickly. Sure. But, when we were younger, it must have been in my 20s, or when we first started eBay, I had a car part. What's a transmission weigh?
Oh.
It wasn't an engine, but it was a transmission. It must have been 30, 40, 50
What's
pounds.
a duck weigh?
Exactly. Anyways,
7 pounds.
Me and my buddies, we were all working and lifting and trying to be cool and stuff, and we had a bet who could lift this from outside the driveway, in the garage, up the ladder, and on the loft the fastest. And we're just stupid. And when you think about doing it now, the thing was like 50 pounds. We're hanging it out, on the back of our arms, or hanging down the steps and going up the ladder. Just dumb. But yeah, I could never do that now. I'd be dead. Just, guys do stupid things when they're younger.
And even just dumb stuff that you didn't think of when you were a kid. Drink plenty of water.
Yeah, definitely.
You're out at flea markets all day long, and it's 90 degrees out there. And one thing that I definitely am going to have to do at Madison Bachville, let me ask you a question. Have you ever seen me wear a hat?
Very rarely. Have you ever seen me not wear a hat?
Very rarely. You may have seen me wear a hat once. I'm going to have to wear a hat at Madison Bachville because of the sunburn and all that kind of stuff. All these things that you just don't think about when you're younger. When you get a little bit older, take the time and think about them. As crazy as it sounds, eye protection, all this kind of stuff. You're going into some nasty barn, wear eye protection, and so on. You're getting older. All of us are. Age-proof your business. You'll be able to last a lot longer. You'll have a lot fewer accidents, and you'll be happy that you do. And slow down. I think that's probably another very, very important thing. Because even, you get stressed, all that kind of stuff. You get older, you can't handle the stress the way you could when you were
down by
younger.
the end of the day. I'm dozing off at 5, 6 o'clock now when I get home. Just long days.
I am too, and I'm talking 6 a.m. I'm even talking heart attack and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Who even knows? So I think it's important for all of us to step back and think about ways when you look around your business and the way it's set up, it may be set up perfectly for you today.
Mm-hmm.
Is it set up perfectly for you in 20 years? Maybe not. And maybe it's time to sit there and start thinking and saying, hey, something, I am going to put the heavier stuff down on the bottom. I'm going to put the lighter stuff up top. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. And these small little changes that you make now, your body will thank you for in the long run. I don't think there's any doubt at all about that. So do take that to heart, if you could. You have contact with substance. Oh, thank you. Well, we try.
Appreciate that.
We try.
Yeah.
Been incapacitated for 2 months after lifting some books off the floor.
Yeah.
Incorrectly. Lift with your dang legs. There you go. Yeah, definitely do it.
The legend's here. Jiminy, what's up?
Hey, Jiminy, I will be on your show tomorrow unless you change the channel or don't send me the link, which is a distinct possibility. Yeah. He will also be taking part in Paperpalooza.
Nice.
There you go. Mom didn't raise no dummy. Put the light stuff on the ground and heavier stuff
there you go.
Waist level. There you go.
Yeah. Got a lot going on here.
Yeah, a lot going on over there. That's good, though. That's good. Working all those revenue streams to OnlyFans. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That one hasn't started revenuing yet, but I'm sure at some point.
Yeah. Oh, Super Mike. Yep. You and me both. Yep. I'm trying to get to the gym, and I used to be an early riser at the gym 5 a.m., but now I'm working at that time, so I can lift in the evening.
I got some boxes
I'm
around
exhausted
here you can carry if you want.
We're going to be lifting some record box out of your house this week.
That is
at
true.
some point, yeah.
That is very true.
Definitely. All right. 7 Eastern for Jimmy.
Okay. That's good to know. I will mark my calendar.
Exactly.
Yeah, trust me,
Exactly.
that has happened, and then I get this look, and then I get told I'm old and weak, and I go, yeah, that's why I'm asking you to carry it.
Yeah, there's that link again for everyone that needs it. Ron's in the house. What's up?
I'm planning on going down to only light stuff like trade cards.
Yeah,
Yeah,
perfect,
definitely.
yeah.
Definitely, yeah. And that's kind of where I'm thinking about. And that kind of got me thinking, too, do I really need to sell
Yeah.
book sets?
Yeah, right, exactly, yeah.
Because those start getting heavy, and then you put them in a box, and suddenly
Oh, for sure.
you got a
Oh,
60-pound
God.
box you got to carry around.
Forget it, yeah, forget it.
All that kind of stuff. Used to have 2015 better than 2020, and right around mid-40s it happened. Can't see it. Yep.
Yeah.
If it makes you feel any better, like I said, that happens to all of us. There's something that happens to your vision around that age where you do lose that. Smaller items are where that. Yep. Old military pin for 75. Yeah. Be careful with the pins, though. I've pricked myself. I don't sell pins. I pricked myself any number of
Yeah, do
times.
it.
It happened. I said, I got a little prick. Speaking of OnlyFans. Anyway.
Oh, it's okay for you to talk like that.
I talked really fast.
Hey,
so
now.
nobody hears me. There you go.
This is a clean show.
We are a family show. So you were going to give a rambling story of the week, kind of a continuation of last week's rambling story.
I want to clarify something. I don't want to repeat myself. Are you sure I didn't mention this last week?
You did not mention. I did not hear the price.
Okay. So our basement is almost done. So we got the smaller rooms redone actually yesterday. So,
Oh, so how could you have told it the story if it happened yesterday? We weren't on yesterday.
I got the quote. I can't remember when I got the quote for the big room. But anyways, the original people that were going to do the whole floor, they've been busy. They haven't contacted us back, and they're like, "Oh, what?" I go, "I might as well get some quotes." So there's a big play area for my kid. We got a pool table and stuff in there. It's like 800 to 1,000 square feet. So that's the bigger room. And the guy that did most of the basement stuff quoted 4,000. So if you go online for epoxy flooring, that's the low end up to $8-10. So $4 to $10 a square foot. So the quote for 4,000 is right on pace with the minimum. And he did a good job for my other son's room. So, we wanted him to do it. He's too busy. So we got some quotes from other people. So this popular local company that's on TV and so forth came down. And guess what the quote was?
Oh, you told me, so I can't. I would guess it right.
$17,000.
Wait, so what's that a square foot?
$20-something a square foot.
Oh.
So it's like 4 times the lower norm. Yeah.
Somebody's paying for those commercials.
Guess what I did? I called my guy that's supposed to do it. I said, "You better get your butt down here. We want this done now, as soon as possible. Enough." So he did the small rooms. He's going to do the big room next week. So at some point, the basement will be complete, and maybe when it's all finished, we'll throw a picture in there at some point. But until then, we're still working on the basement.
Oh yeah, we could definitely put a picture up on $1 million.
Yeah. It'll be long awaited. It'll be like a 7-month process, but crazy.
So let me ask you a question. Did you consider at any point with the $4 guy or $4,000 guy saying, "I'll give you $4,200 or $4,300 if you can come on out this week"?
Well, he's always on vacation, and then he's got these managers working for him, and I want him involved, and he kind of owes me the favor for all the crap that happened with they want to get involved again with these drains and the landscaping and stuff, so I kind of make him like, you owe me, so, another basement story, it's never ending. I can't wait till we get onto the kitchen next year. It's going to be fun.
Oh, God.
It's going to be fun. That's going to be way worse, the kitchen. Yeah, but I mean, when you were talking about $20,000 for a roof, that's a bargain compared to $17,000 for 800 square foot basement,
Wow.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Ooh-wee.
So, there you go.
Jeez. All right, everybody. We actually had we always have fun shows, but this was a really fun show tonight. Do hit the like button if you haven't done so already.
Maybe I'll be allowed to do a show and tell at some point.
Wow.
Actually, my show and tells are on the Bolos. Everyone knows that.
Wow. Do check out Thursday. I will be selling some comics I got from you, so hopefully they'll go well.
We'll finally do more than $60.
Wow. Over on Whatnot, 4 o'clock every Thursday. We do comics, $5 start, 30-second auctions. Every Tuesday, I do ephemera, $3 starts, 4 o'clock Eastern as well. Monday, I will be doing a Facebook over on the Vintage Syndicate and ephemera, and we've got links on all of these over below the video. So do check all those out. Should be a lot of fun stuff over there, all cataloged all the time. And Paperpalooza, of course, which you've heard lots about, and I'm sure you'll be attending. Your boy Papergoy will be doing the noon on Sunday, so do check that out. And do check Papergoy out on Jiminy Flip It tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern. All times Eastern. So that should be a lot of fun. we will see you over there tomorrow. Any last words for everybody?
Oh,
Hit the like button.
Don is right. Yeah, she is. Thank you, Don. Appreciate it.
And when I do get an OnlyFans, I will let you all know.
Oh, show and tell on OnlyFans show. Yeah, yeah. I know some people.
Am I one of them?
No.
You don't subscribe to my page either. Jeez.
No.
It's tough sledding to
Yeah,
get
I
started
know.
on OnlyFans
Yeah.
when you're a handsome ephemera dealer. All right, everybody, hit the like button, and we will see you next video.